Let's look at Evan Franco Mates, Nick DeMarco, Miltos Manetos Dulart, Rafael Rosendale, Michael Manning's work. So it's interesting to think that I'm trying to apply things from my world, from the real world, in a virtual world. Where, of course, the laws of physics and of nature, like whatever, they don't apply, though they can be simulated, just like it's happening here, where I see a flame and then I see like the smoke going up. It changes what the computer is supposed to do, which is basically follow your instructions. But of course, now it's not following my instructions. And it's weird that the computer doesn't behave. It's not doing what you're telling him to do. It's like when I'm telling you that I want to say Juana Romero, and it's like so great. And then I'm like, okay, yesterday I went home with a friend and watched a movie. And it's like so great. So basically, whatever you have to say, Nick DeMarco or the website is like over whatever you have to say. So, I mean, it's kind of mean, I guess. And I think I just listened to it because of the purpose of this research rather than the first time that I listened to it. I was like, okay, yeah, of course, because it's in the internet, it's internet art, but still, it's more of a sound piece. It's just like sending you information, which of course is interesting because that's what the internet does. The internet is an information and a search engine to know about this kind of places. Who is actually making the art? Am I making the art, or am I making it together? Like the art actually happens in between. So basically, what's going to happen now is that the art happens when I send the photo or when I receive. I don't know, it's a tricky one. It's not visual. That makes it interesting because most of the internet art is visual, even though if it's like only text, sometimes they just have like words on the website and that's already visual. But this one is just like a white screen and then you have to concentrate on the voices. And it wasn't, I mean, you do get hooked and you have to install it in the Chrome. But I need Chrome. So you have to download a plugin. So now I have to download Chrome. So these are one of those things about the internet that if you don't have the software, then you can't really experience the art. So now I have to download this Chrome plugin, but I also have to download Chrome because I don't use Chrome as I'm a search engine. So it's coming down now. So there is a narrative here. There's like a beginning and an ending, and internet engages you. It goes like to freedom, it goes like to everything. Then it's like water and nature, and then like cell phones. And yeah, it's like about connection and being lost in this network or in this connection. It is self-referring for sure. The internet is basically about the internet. So even if it's a medium, it's also a tool, but it's also the message. The internet is old as fuck. That's true. The internet is possessions. That's controversial. Because the internet is mostly immaterial. So it's like a little bit of like going through a book kind of thing, but of course not. Because you're like giving this instruction to the website that you're not used to give. It's new to interact like this with the internet. But it's like, it's really difficult to navigate it, of course. I don't know how. If that's the idea or not. That you can navigate it, maybe not. It gets you kind of dizzy, and it's like the same thing about frustration, and like it's really difficult to click. And I don't like this. It's good because if I click, I can stop it. But then I have too much happen. The visual language is very internet-like. Collage of images, animations, cut and paste, rough around the edges. So you click on the pyramid, the Satan, the mole thing again, different emoticons, logos and icons that they represent the internet, I guess. And then this girl is just like pooping someone's face. I don't know who that is. And this one doesn't have any kind of interaction either. And it's just a black screen with that noise, which I can imagine was recorded at desert. And well, yeah, Deserto Internet, it just sounds like if there was a desert on the internet, I think there would be, I mean, a noise, of course not. Like sometimes I like this websites because you want to see like how far you can get in them. I figure out how they were done, of course not like in the code thing, but like what the idea was. I could like spend more time with this one because you can actually, if you click, then it goes like closer to the, it's very complicated to explain. It's one of the things about internet art, no? It's very difficult to explain. Not only visual, but also like what is happening in the website. Like with a painting, you can basically like talk about the technique. For example, in the internet, I wouldn't know very well how to like describe it. This would be like definitely an animation, but not. This is like something that is moving forward, but at the same time you click on it. But you can also break the laws of internet art, because if one of the most important qualities of internet art is to actually interact and like to like that my input in the art piece is actually like making something to it, or is changing it, or is like bringing me to another moment, then this website is actually the opposite, because like right now if I click it just erases it, although it brings like a different set of shapes and a different set of textures and different set of patterns, and it depends like how long or how much, yeah, like how long do you want to experience one, and like how far you can get. But also if you click, then it's like, I mean, the name is everything you see is in the past, so it's like I'm erasing this and I don't know how to go back to it. And like if I close the window and I open the window again, I don't think I will ever get like the same pattern or anything. It's telling me that if I interact, then I go back to 0. Should I click or not click? Because if I click, then it means that I'm going to have like another experience, but this one is not over yet. And I can't go back to it, so it can be a bit frustrating, but at the same time exciting. A sky and then naked people flying. Naked people, family people, women, guys, kids. And then there's a unicorn. There's a lot of unicorns on the internet actually. Maybe it's like a fantasy world, a utopian world. This is very utopic. It has also like a fairy. Visually it's very, very nice. But it's not really interactive. You can't really like click on it or like. So in a way, it builds a lot of expectation. You have to wait until it goes into 1,000, and then who knows what's gonna happen. I actually haven't waited that long. So already gonna come is 9:40 and 15 and 60. Oh, and it just keeps going. And it's just the same. Wait for the numbers and try to understand where it actually starts and when it actually ends. And one of those things, like how far it can go down, and then you can do it faster if it gets smaller, or it does get smaller. I wonder what happens at the end. So now, this is one of those websites where you have like to, even though it's not very interesting what you're doing now, like clicking and dragging down the toilet paper, you're always like, but is it going to, like, what's gonna happen when it's over, like, and I just going like to get the empty roll, or is it going to start again, or do like this, and it's just gonna go down faster. It's going smaller and smaller and smaller. I like this one because this one actually ends somewhere. It's over now. Like, I had the experience, now I can move on. Nowadays, computers are so personalized that even if I want to say something, this thing is not letting me, so it plays with the frustration. Let's see if you cut it and then you paste it in a text. Ah, it doesn't, I mean, paste, it's over. Let's see if when I paste something there, it changes it. Ah, huh, that's cool. Because if I go to a text edit, like in my browser, and let's say I copy my to-do list, which is my dissertation to-do list, and I go on Marco's website and I pasted it, then I actually get it. But if I try to, like, if I make a space or something, it transforms to it's over. See, like those little, like, discoveries. The rules are not set. Yeah, I know that most of the times if I click on a thing that has like a little hand and everything, that it's going to take me somewhere, but you never know where it's going to take you with this kind of things. Like, it doesn't really respond. It could have been whatever. It could just go to black, or it could just finish, or it could just like start over and over again. But no, this one is that it can erase. I like that. I think that internet art always has to do with the idea of how to, but first to keep the attention of the person that is experiencing it, but also how to give these little surprises, even though with the simplest thing ever. And how are you going to surprise the person that is like enjoying it? Are they going to do it again? Are they not going to do it again? Anything. Thinking that maybe in a weird world, the computer was actually going to respond to me touching it, not even by clicking it does anything. So it plays with that idea of like, is it going to be interactive? Is something going to happen? Is this actually the future? I mean, it is, of course. We already have like touch screens and everything, but like, if I could have touched this and then the color would change or something like that, that would be cool. But of course, my screen doesn't have any kind of sensor or anything, and we have to remember that we're talking about things that are programmed and are coded. When I see this, it's like somebody like on the other side of the internet, whatever that means. It gives like this other dimension to the computer. It's not scary, it's not weird, it just like gives some depth to the experience. It's not that and also because it's a person, then it's not really about the like figures or forms and shapes that they give you depth like in this virtual world, but it's most like that you're connecting to another person, even though I'm not, of course, because I know it's an image, but it gives that impression or that possibility. That's it.